Hello and welcome to today's class. We want to look at this particular question. It is one of the key aspects in the past WAEC question 2025 in particular. And here we go with the question. Yaro drove from a town, Gaja to Banga. After 2 hours into the journey, he observed that he had covered 80 kilometers and realized that if he continued driving at same average speed, he would end up being late for 15 minutes. So he decided to increase the average speed by 10 kilometers per hour. If he decided, now he would arrive at Banga 36 minutes earlier. The question is that we are to find the distance between Gaja and Banga. We are going to treat this like a puzzle. Okay, so we will take the entire question bit by bit. In the first case, this is a question related to speed. So let's write the formula first of all and say that the speed, let's represent our speed with V equals to distance. Let's represent that with S over time. We will represent that with T. In the first case, so let me say, in the first phase, the speed will be 80 divided by 2, and that is 40 kilometers per hour. So that is the first phase of the journey. You've gotten that. Now let's go to the second phase. The second phase, in the second phase, let's look at the first case. The first case is if he continued driving at same average speed, he would end up being late for 15 minutes. So let's take that into consideration. He didn't change his speed, but then the time he should get there will increase by 15 minutes. But in the first phase, he has already taken 2 hours. So the remaining time, the speed remains the same, but the time has changed to what? T minus 2 hours. And because they said it's going to be 15 minutes late, so additional 15 minutes, this will be plus 15 minutes. Now, in 15 minutes in hours, 15 divided by 60, that will be 0.25. So this, our time, time will be equals to T minus 2 minus plus 0.25, because that 15 minutes means that the time would have increased by 15 minutes. And so minus 2 plus 0.25, we have this to be T minus 1.75. So that is the new time in hours. What is the new distance? The distance in this first case still will be S minus 80, because 80 kilometers has been covered already, 80 kilometers. Now we want to look for the time in this. We want to express the equation in, making the time the subject of formula. Remember, the time now is T minus 1.75, because this statement emphasizes the time. So every other thing is the same, just the time. So we are concerned about the time. So this will be equals, if you make time subject to formula here, you are going to have time to be equals to distance over speed. So our distance is S minus 80, and the speed does not change. It is 40. Now look at this particular one. I want to make it a simple, it's already a simple equation, but I want to make it simpler by multiplying through with 40. This is going to be 40t, and so 1.75 times 40 is 70. this is plus 70, and this will be s minus 80. All right. So now from what we have here, this will be 40t minus x equals to, by the time you take this 70 to the other place, sorry, this is negative 70. If you take this negative 70 to the other place, you change to positive. And so negative 80 plus 70 will be negative 10. That is the first equation you are going to get. Now, I want to erase part of the question so as to uh, use the space. We've covered this already. Now, the second case, under the second phase, we are looking at the second case. The second case here, the second case. The second case here is the time, the time they said if he increased the velocity, the speed. So the speed is has been increased by 10 kilometers, that will become 50 kilometers per hour. All right. The distance remains unchanged. Distance is ts minus 80 kilometers. Now, he will be 36 minutes earlier. It means that instead of getting there at the time t, the time will reduce by 36 minutes. And remember, this is the time we should have t minus 2. And so it is again reduced by 36 minutes. So we are going to have our time here will be equals to t minus 2 in hours, then minus 36 minutes. This is t minus 2 minus 0.6, and that will be equals to t minus 2.6 hours. That's what you are going to have. 2.6 hours is what you are getting. Write that very well. Okay, so if that is the case, we are set to get the second equation. From here, time is what matters to us. So t minus 2.6 equals to s minus 80 over 50 multiplied through like we did before. This will be 50t, and by the time I do 2.6 times 50, that will be 130. This is minus 130 equals to s minus 80. All right. So this is what we have. And if I reorder this will be 50t minus x. If I take this one like this, everything on the other side will be 60. Is it 60? 50 actually. So this is the equation 2. All right, so we have taken every part of the question into consideration. So we can now solve for the value of t, and we get our s at the same time. So let me wipe the board because we have looked at the different situation. And so from here, our equation 1 was 40t minus x, and that gave us minus 10. That's equation 1. Here we are solving by elimination method. We subtract. This will be 10t, this will be 0, and this one, if you subtract minus 10 again, that will be positive. So this is 60, and clearly your t equals to 60 divided by 10, and that is 6 hours. So the time for the entire journey will be what? Will be 6 hours. Now, we now want to get what the time will be. I mean, what the speed will be. If we substitute t equals to 6 into equation 1, What will that be? If we substitute that into equation 1, that will become 46 minus x equals to minus 10. This goes like this. This is 240 plus 10, and that is x. All right. So the distance between the two community will be 250 kilometer. So answer is 250 kilometers. So that is the final answer for that question. Hello. Here's another question again we want to look at, and it is the number 9 of the past 2025 WAEC question. You know, this is another word problem case. Very simple. It's not complex. Mrs. Otto spends 1/9 of her monthly salary on rent, 1/2 on food, 1/4 on clothes, and still had $195 left. How much does she earn in a month? So let's our monthly salary be X, right? So he spends 1/9 of our monthly income, which means that it spends 1/9x, and then he spends another 1/2, and then he spends another 1/4. All right, so let's accumulate that. We are accumulating that. He spends this is plus 1/2x plus 1/4x. All right, and what was left was 195. So he was left with 195. That's what we are we are going to do, just to form an equation and then solve for s. From here, what's in the bracket, we can simplify the LCM of 9, 2, and 4. That will be 36. And so this will be 4x, this will be 18x, and this will be 9x equals to 195. Our x here, we have 31x, we have 31x over 36. That's what we are going to have. And so this is equals to 195. All right. From here, we can, if you take away this is like saying 36x over 36. All right. If you take away 31 from 36, that will be 5. So this is 5 over 36x equals to 195. All right. Let me conclude it here. If I multiply both sides by the reverse, by the reciprocal of 5 over 36, my x will be 195 multiplied by 36 over 5, taking reciprocal. This 5 here, 1, 5 into 19 is 3, remainder 4, this is 39, and then 39 multiplied by 36 is 1404.00 That's what we are going to have. So it's good to always conclude and said Otto earns $1,404 in a month. Now, this is the second part of this number 9A. Remember, this section B is always 12 marks per question. So the person who solved this correctly and comes over here to solve it correctly already has 12 marks complete. Here, solution, is good to illustrate using a circle, a diagram. So let's draw a circle, and so this is what we have, not drawn to scale. And then if this is the center, we have this, and the radius is 6 centimeter. This angle here is 105. All right, we are looking for the perimeter. Now, perimeter of a sector. This is the sector. The sectoral region is this aspect. The sector is length of arc. Is length of arc plus the two radii. So length of arc plus the two radii, and that will be equals to theta over 360 times 2 pi r, then plus 2r. That is the formula you are using. And so let's begin. Our theta here is 105. This is divided by 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times 6, then plus 12, because 2 times 6 is 12. Right? So let's break it down gradually, or you can just use your calculator. 6 here is 1, 6 here is 60. Okay. 15 here is 4. 15 here is 7. 7 cancels 7. So this is going to be 2 times 22 over 4 plus 12. 4 in this will be 11 plus 12, and that is 23 centimeter. All right, because 2 into 4 is 2, and the 2 into 11 is and 2 into 22 is 11. So this is 11 plus 12, and that will give us 23 centimeter. We've gotten the perimeter of the sector. We move on to get the question says we should find the area of the sector. That's what we want to do next. And let me clean the first part here. We have done for perimeter. Let's do for the area. Number 2, area of sector equals to theta over 360 times the area of the circle. So this is just like a portion, right? A portion, a fraction of the circle. So this theta over 360 represents a fraction of the circle. So this will be 105 over 360 times 22 over 7 times my r, that is 6 times 6. Let me just use 6 squared. So this time around, I want to make the work easier by using calculator. 105 times 2 times 22 times 36, and then divided by the product of these 2520. I can just write this as 166320 over 2520. Since calculator is allowed. Oh, sorry, there is no 2 here. There is no 2 here. It's just going 2 over 7 times 6 squared. So 105 times 22 times 36 is 83160, and then divided by 2520, that is 33 centimeter squared. So the answer we get for that is 33 centimeter squared. Too easy. Yeah. So this is another question we want to tackle. It is question 10b, and this is what we have. In the diagram, A, B, C, and D are points on a circle, and AB is parallel to DC. Very important information. AC and BD intersect at X. They didn't mention that X is the center of the circle. No. And angle BDC. So this angle right here is 40 degree. 40 degree. We have to find angle ACD. Angle ACD. That's what we are looking at. Now, if you look at this very well, I could say that um, solution angle ACD, this angle right here. I mean, this angle right here. Sorry, I could say that angle BAC, angle BAC equals to 40 degrees. The reason is angles in the same segment are equal. Angle in the same segment are equal. So that is the reason why this angle here is 40. So here, the angle here is 40 now. Now, but this is what we are looking at, angle ACD. This angle here is also 40 because this is alternate angles. Remember, if we have two parallel lines, this line AC is the line that's the transversal line. So if here is 40, it means here also will be what? 40. So that is alternate angles are equal in that regard. So that's what I want to do now. I'm writing my angle ACD equals to 40, that is alternate angles. Alternate angles, right? That is settled. We've done the first part. The second part is what we are up to, angle AXD. Angle AXD. That is, we are looking for this angle right here. Now, if here is 40 also, you can tell that the angle here, that is angle DXC, angle DXC will be 180 degree minus 80, and that is equals to 100 degree because sum of angles in a triangle. Sum of angles in triangle is 180. That's why we did that. If this is 100, all right, then this angle here, angle AXB is also 100 because this is vertical opposite angles. This angle here is equal to 100. So this is 100. This is also 100. Vertical opposite angles are equal. Now look at this very well. If vertical opposite angles are equal, these are also equal. All right, these are equal, and I can say that AXD equals to X. The reason is vertical opposite angles. Vertical opposite angles are equal. If that is the case, I can now say that 2x plus 100 plus 100 equals to 360 degree. And the reason is sum of angles at a point. Sum of angles at a point, that is, if you add everything here together, that will be 360. So here we have 2x to be equal to 360 minus 200 degrees. So this is 2x equals to 160 degree, and then the angle x is 160 degree, and that is equals to divided by 2, and that is 80. So what can we say? Here is therefore the angle AXD equals to 80 degree. All right, so that is what we are going to have, and that's the whole thing. This one is just to understand the correct theorem that applies to the question, and then